Welcome crypto friends and welcome back to Crypto. Today we have a special guest for the second time, the one and only Vays. Pretty sure everyone knows him. He's something like a perma bear during that bear market and even right now. So what we will do today is we will talk about his exact price targets for Bitcoin. He will also give us a time frame and we will talk about his non-favorite altcoin, Ethereum also. So we are really pumped, guys. If you are pumped also, make sure you smash up the like button. And that being said, we want to come to the most important question of today. Vays, how are you doing today, my man?
Oh, it's great. Really enjoying sunny Malta. Just came from Consensus in New York.
Detox.
It was a miserable week. We had the detox in the Russian bathhouse after Consensus, but this is beautiful.
It's amazing. Awesome. We had some cold drinks yesterday, and we will have some cold drinks today, tomorrow, with our co-founders, you with your friends. So really looking forward to that. But the reason why the people tuned in today is obviously your Bitcoin price prediction, which is, again, a little bit contrarian to the mainstream opinion. You like to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you have to. I don't even do it on purpose. It's just that's how I trade. I remember the last time I did a show with you, the headline said Vays, $1,300 Bitcoin.
And Ethereum to 20 cents.
Yeah, that too. Oh, I still stick by that.
Whoa.
I think Ethereum, we'll get to Ethereum later, but so with Bitcoin going down to 1,300, that was my lowest of 3 price targets in the bear market. The first one was 5,000.
Like the worst case.
Yeah. The best case was 5,000. The second scenario was 3,000. We almost hit it. And the worst case scenario was 1,300. Now, everyone has already declared that the bottom is in. I am still a little skeptical, so I may be the last bear left. But I still think that we're not out of the woods. I don't trust this rally. I don't believe this run up. I want Bitcoin to go up as much as the next guy, but I want it to go up sustainably.
Yes.
When Bitcoin started to rise in 2016 and 17, it started rising sustainably. And that allowed us to get to this $20,000 all-time high, which wasn't sustainable, as we learned by dropping to 3K. I think that
was painful, man.
I think that the pain that people experienced at the end of the last bear market was real pain in Bitcoin. I don't think anyone learned any lessons in this bear market.
Look at the IEOs. Like it's maniac, man. It's ludicrous.
The conferences are exploding again. ICOs, IEOs, STOs, everything is back.
Yeah.
No one learned anything, and fundamentally, that's a problem for me. So I'm looking for a pullback here. I think we're gonna drop. Maybe we're not gonna go sub 3,000. It's 50-50 for me right now, but I'm certainly expecting a drop below 5,000.
That's like nearly 100% certainty?
Nothing is ever 100%.
Nearly, like close to.
I'm pretty confident. I'm selling Bitcoin now. And if it drops below 5,000, I'll probably buy them back. If it doesn't and it keeps going up, then I just prepaid my bills for the rest of the year, and I'm happy about that.
Talking about 5,000, do you have an exact price target? Like, you need it for a limit order. Is
42 to 4,500?
42 to 4,500, and the time frame would be like anytime soon, something like June or. What would you actually say as the time frame in the second dimension?
I think we're topping right now. I think Bitcoin, if it hasn't topped yet in that $8,200, $8,400 range, then we should top within the next few weeks, and it can get as high as 9,400. That is my
That was exactly what Da Vinci was saying, man. 9,400, man. You guys are like reading the same charts. It's nice to see that.
Yeah, I had a video on my channel a few weeks ago where I specifically said 94.42, which is a Fibonacci line. That's like my ultimate. If it goes above that, then wow, it's.
It would be a huge surprise for
it would be a huge surprise for me as well. But so I think Bitcoin's gonna top this month. So sometime in June, July. Probably second half of June, I am expecting my $4,500 target. But when things fall, they can fall fast.
Yes.
And right now, I'm not sure what the price is. I was watching it this morning. It was like 7,500, and the chart did not look very healthy. I think we can drop sub 7,000 like any hour.
Exactly, we suckered in so much immature money between the 6.5 and I don't know 8.5 level, and I'm pretty sure those hands are shaky. And once things get serious, they will drop off their Bitcoin very fast in market orders.
Yeah, one of the things in the market is like you really got to be patient. Now it's easy for me to be patient because while everyone was making fun of me for holding on to my Bitcoin during the bear market, now I can be patient because I have that Bitcoin.
Yes.
People that started following people like myself, and I try not to give trading advice. I try to teach people how to make their own decisions and trade. Mm-hmm. But if you are gonna follow some YouTuber, and a YouTuber like myself is bearish at 3,000, you have to realize that I've been bearish since 15,000.
Yes.
So as long as I turn bullish below 15,000, I did okay.
Yeah, but what the people also have, that was perfect, but what the people also have to understand is that there's not only a trading portfolio, there's also a holding portfolio. So even though Bitcoin goes higher and you're expecting a pullback, you will be happy anyways because you are still holding Bitcoin. And that's what some people don't understand. They are exposed with a comparably low amount of money in the market, and then they are trading with 100% of their capital. Yeah. And that's when the moonshot comes, they will be missing out.
I had a very short clip from one of my videos and I cut it out and I put it up on Twitter where I said, you need to have a plan for 2019. You need to have a plan what you're gonna do if Bitcoin goes down sub 1,000 and what you're gonna do if Bitcoin goes above 100,000. And you have to live with that decision.
Yes.
And people think that, oh, of course I'm ready for Bitcoin going to above 100,000. And my answer is, if you have Bitcoin, you're ready. But if you don't, you're going to have a very miserable life if you're not ready for that.
Exactly.
Bitcoin can go to 100,000 tomorrow. It can also go sub 1,000 tomorrow. You need to have a plan for both scenarios. And if you don't, then you need to learn how to trade and invest.
Yes.
And they're two very different things.
Yes, and that's very important. If people are trading without a plan, they are trading regarding their emotions, and then they won't be able to live with their decisions. If you are planning and trading due to your strategies and due to your principles and a preset plan, then usually even if it goes the other way, you can live with it because you had the principle and you stick with it. So thank you so much for that. Concluding his Bitcoin thoughts, actually he thinks Bitcoin will still go with a very high probability, not 100%, to 4,200, between 4,200 and 4,500 within probably June, July, beginning July, June, something like that. So this is not what everyone thinks right now, but this is what we want to hear because we want to listen to each and every opinion. Otherwise, we fall for the confirmation bias. So if you like that, guys, make sure you smash up the like button. And now in the end, to conclude that video, everyone was asking for it. Are you still sticking to your crazy Ethereum 20-cent ICO price prediction?
I am, and that's because that was approximately the level where Ethereum was sold as an ICO. Mm-hmm. And something else that I talked about on my YouTube channel, actually just today, where there was a graphic of all of like the top 15 coins and how they've performed since they started trading at the open market. Mm-hmm. And most of them are up. Bcash, Bitcoin SV, and IOTA are down from the first moment they started trading on exchanges. Everything else is up. Ethereum is up a lot. Bitcoin is up the most, obviously.
Yes.
And I see all of these altcoins as fiat money, as inflation. Nothing new there. And what do we know about fiat currencies? What do we know about inflation? What do we know about fiat currencies? That the governments that maintain those currencies will always print more currencies. So the valuation of those currencies will always be lower than at some point in their initial history.
Exactly.
The dollar buys less, the euro buys less than it did 10, 15 years ago. They all do. To me, the altcoin space is no different.
It's inflation, you said it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly.
It's inflation on top of Bitcoin, and it's inflation within themselves. Ethereum tokens will be inflated forever. Litecoin and Monero might be limited, but let's see what happens. Like Doge was also somewhat limited.
Don't say anything against Monero.
Now, Monero technically will create Monero forever. They don't have a finite supply. They'll create it forever. So it could be valuable. But over time, I expect, well, especially Ethereum, to eventually go below its very early price.
Yes.
May take longer than I like, may take longer than people expect. Ethereum's other problem is Ethereum is at risk of serious competition. You have EOS, you have Cardano, you have Tron, and most importantly, the liquid Bitcoin sidechain.
That's a success so far, yes.
And these are competition for Ethereum. Bitcoin has no competition. So as competition ramps up, people will realize, hey, I don't need Ethereum. And what happens to it? Then what happens to a native currency of a platform that people don't need?
Exactly, and this is the best point to end that episode off, because that's the point we agree upon. Bitcoin is king, guys. Do not forget about that. Please do never forget about that. Bitcoin is king. When the ICO hype comes, do not forget about that. Even if you are involved, take profits in Bitcoin, guys. No financial advice. So that being said, he has a YouTube channel. Link is given down in the description down below. Tone Vays, like 90,000 subscribers or so. ToneVays.com. Also check it out. Thank you so much for joining our episode today.
Always a pleasure.
Let's have a cold drink later on, man.
Of
It was
course.
great talking to you. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in at Crypto. Smash the like button. Telegram link in the description down below. So see you at the next time at Crypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.
Bye, guys.